First contact deception. Dr. Sarah Chen stood motionless before the quantum display, watching as 3 Meridian Empire scout ships dropped out of hyperspace near Saturn's rings. Their sleek, crystalline hulls reflected the distant sunlight, creating an almost beautiful display against the gas giant's backdrop. In the depths of Luna Base Alpha, 2 kilometers beneath the moon's surface, she allowed herself a small smile. Everything was proceeding exactly as Earth had predicted. Multiple quantum signatures detected, Dr. reported Lieutenant James Torres, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. Their energy emissions match our intelligence reports perfectly. The Meridians haven't updated their propulsion technology in over 50 years. Sarah nodded, her eyes never leaving the display. For 15 years, she had served as Earth's chief of strategic deception, orchestrating humanity's greatest masquerade. While the galaxy saw Earth as a primitive civilization barely capable of reaching its own moon, the reality couldn't have been more different. "Status of our surface installations?" she asked, pushing a strand of gray-streaked black hair behind her ear. "All primitive facades operating at normal parameters," Torres confirmed. "They're seeing exactly what we want them to see: outdated satellite networks, basic space stations, and early-stage fusion reactors. The International Space Station is putting on quite a show with its routine maintenance." The ISS, like most of Earth's visible space infrastructure, was nothing more than an elaborate prop. The real space stations existed in quantum phase space, completely undetectable to conventional sensors. Humanity had discovered quantum shifting technology nearly 50 years ago, but unlike the Empire's brute force approach to technological advancement, Earth had chosen a different path. "They're launching probe drones," announced Captain Maria Reyes from her monitoring station. 3 of them, heading toward low Earth orbit. Sarah straightened her midnight blue uniform, the silver quantum insignia on her collar catching the light. "Let them proceed. Maintain our passive sensor profile. Remember, we're primitive humans who haven't even detected their presence yet." The probe drones entered Earth's orbit, their sensors eagerly cataloging everything they could detect. They found exactly what Earth wanted them to find: a developing civilization, seemingly unaware of the greater galactic community. The thousands of quantum-shifted defense platforms remained invisible, as did the massive fleet hidden within dimensional pockets around the planet. "Dr. Chen," Torres called out, his voice tight with excitement, "we're detecting communications between the scout ships and what appears to be their main fleet. They're calling for reinforcements." "Right on schedule," Sarah murmured. She opened a secure quantum channel to the World Defense Council. "Operation Mirror Stage is proceeding as planned. The Meridians are taking the bait." The response came immediately from Council Chairman John. "Excellent work, Doctor. Maintain current protocols. Let's see how many ships they commit to this first contact mission." Sarah knew the Empire's playbook by heart. They would send a diplomatic fleet, massive warships designed to intimidate while hiding behind the pretense of peaceful contact. The Meridians had used the same strategy on countless worlds, forcing them into protective alliances that amounted to little more than colonial subjugation. But Earth had spent decades preparing for this moment. Through careful observation and strategic planning, humanity had developed technologies that would shock the Empire to its core. While the Meridians relied on brute force and overwhelming firepower, Earth had perfected quantum engineering, dimensional shifting, and consciousness-linked artificial intelligence. "Doctor," Reyes called out, "the scout ships are adjusting their position. They're moving to establish a triangulation pattern around Earth." Sarah accessed the quantum tactical display, studying the enemy formation. "They're following standard Imperial first contact protocols. Begin Phase 2 of our response." Across Earth's surface, carefully orchestrated activities began. Civilian radio telescopes discovered unusual signals from space. Social media exploded with grainy photos of the scout ships. News organizations began broadcasting stories about possible extraterrestrial contact. Every reaction was carefully calculated to reinforce the Empire's misconceptions about Earth's technological level. In hidden facilities around the globe, humanity's real forces stood ready. Quantum-shifted warships, crewed by the finest pilots Earth had ever produced, waited in dimensional pocket space. Advanced AI systems, linked directly to human consciousness, monitored every movement of the Imperial vessels. And deep beneath the lunar surface, Sarah Chen continued orchestrating humanity's greatest deception. Multiple hyperspace signatures detected, Torres announced. Large fleet incoming, reading at least 20 capital ships. Sarah allowed herself another small smile. The Empire had committed significant forces to this operation, exactly as planned. They thought they were dealing with another primitive world ripe for conquest. Instead, they were walking into a trap 50 years in the making. Send word to all commands, she ordered. Maintain current protocols. Let them think they have us completely outmatched. She paused, watching as the massive Imperial ships began emerging from hyperspace. After all, the best trap is the one your enemy walks into willingly. As the Imperial fleet took position around Earth, Sarah Chen and her team continued their careful performance. The greatest revelation in galactic history was about to unfold, and humanity held all the cards. The Empire was about to learn why some civilizations hide not out of weakness, but out of strength. The hidden edge. Admiral Marcus Hayes stood in the heart of Atlantis Command, Earth's primary underwater military installation hidden beneath the Pacific Ocean. The vast command center, encased in quantum-reinforced transparent alloy, offered a stunning view of the deep ocean life swimming past, oblivious to the technological marvel in their midst. But Hayes's attention remained fixed on the tactical hologram dominating the center of the room. 23 Imperial warships now hung in high orbit, their formation designed to project overwhelming power. The flagship, Meridian's Glory, stretched nearly 5 kilometers from bow to stern, its crystalline hull bristling with weapon emplacements. Under normal circumstances, such a fleet would be more than enough to subjugate a developing world. "They're beginning their broadcast, Admiral," announced Commander Diana Foster, her dark features illuminated by her holographic display. "Broadcasting on all frequencies, using what they think are their most advanced encryption protocols." Hayes nodded, his weathered face remaining impassive. "Let's hear their diplomatic greeting." The voice of Imperial Ambassador Lord Vex filled the command center, dripping with false benevolence. "People of Earth, we come as representatives of the great Meridian Empire, bringing the light of civilization to your developing world. We offer you the opportunity to join our prosperous alliance of worlds." "How generous of them," Hayes muttered. He turned to his strategic operations officer. "Status of our quantum fleet. All 900 ships maintain position in dimensional pocket space." "Admiral," reported Commander Jackson Chen, Dr. Chen's younger brother. "The Empire's sensors haven't detected a single vessel. Their scan patterns suggest they still believe we're limited to chemical rockets and basic ion engines." Earth's true fleet represented the pinnacle of human engineering. Each ship was powered by quantum cores that extracted energy directly from the fabric of spacetime. Their weapons could alter the fundamental forces of physics within their target areas. But more importantly, every vessel was crewed by humans neurally linked with advanced AI systems, creating a level of operational efficiency the Empire couldn't begin to comprehend. "Admiral," Foster called out, "they're launching diplomatic shuttles. 3 vessels, heading for New York, Beijing, and Moscow." Hayes checked the quantum tactical display. "Right on schedule." Dr. Chen's psychological profile of Imperial behavior patterns continues to prove accurate. Begin Phase 3 of the Deception Protocol. Across Earth's major cities, carefully orchestrated welcoming ceremonies began. World leaders, actually highly trained actors, prepared to meet with Imperial representatives. Every aspect of human civilization visible to the Empire had been meticulously crafted to reinforce their assumptions about Earth's technological level. "Sir," Jackson interrupted, "we're detecting active scanning from the Imperial fleet. They're doing a deep sweep of our planetary defenses. Let them see the first layer, Hayes ordered. Show them just enough to make them nervous. Throughout the planet, certain hidden installations began allowing their energy signatures to leak through. The Empire's scanners would detect advanced weapon systems and shield generators, impressive for a primitive world, but nothing that would truly threaten an Imperial fleet. It was another carefully measured revelation, designed to provoke exactly the response they wanted. In orbit, the Imperial ships adjusted their formation, spreading out to cover more of the planet. Their weapons powered up, no longer bothering to hide their threatening posture. Ambassador Lord Vex's voice came again, this time with an edge of steel beneath the diplomatic veneer. "We are concerned by your hidden military installations," he announced. "Such deception is unworthy of a world seeking Imperial protection. We demand immediate access to these facilities." Hayes allowed himself a thin smile. "Send our response," the one Dr. Chen prepared. A single text message appeared on every Imperial ship simultaneously, bypassing all their security measures. "The Meridian Empire is welcome to visit Earth's public facilities. Our hidden installations remain our own." The response was calculated to wound Imperial pride while stopping short of outright defiance. Even now, they were manipulating the Empire's cultural and psychological triggers, guiding them toward the confrontation Earth wanted. "Multiple power spikes detected in the Imperial fleet," Foster reported. "They're charging weapon systems." "Hold position," Hayes ordered. "Let them make the first aggressive move. Continue monitoring through quantum sensors only." Deep beneath the Pacific, Earth's most advanced command center continued its silent vigilance. In dimensional pocket space, hundreds of warships waited for the signal. And in the quantum realm, AI systems linked to human consciousness calculated possible outcomes with perfect precision. "Sir," Jackson said quietly, "message from Dr. Chen. The Council has approved moving to Phase 4 if the Empire proceeds with hostile action." Hayes nodded, studying the tactical display. The Empire's ships were moving into attack formation, their crews probably confident in their overwhelming firepower. They had no idea they were playing directly into humanity's hands. "Send word to all commands," he ordered. "Prepare for Phase 4 implementation. When the Empire strikes, we'll give them exactly the response they expect." At first, he turned to face his crew, seeing the same controlled anticipation in their eyes that he felt himself. "Then we'll show them what humanity can really do." The greatest revelation in galactic history approached, step by carefully planned step. The Empire thought they were forcing Earth into submission. Instead, they were about to learn a lesson about underestimating humanity that would reshape the galaxy forever. Pride before the fall. Commander Raj Patel watched from Quantum Defense Platform Alpha as the Imperial fleet's patience finally snapped. After hours of diplomatic posturing and thinly veiled threats, the Empire had decided to demonstrate their power. Their target, one of Earth's carefully prepared primitive defensive installations on the Moon. "Energy spike detected," reported Lieutenant Amara Okafor, her hand steady on the quantum interface. 3 Imperial destroyers charging main weapons. Patel remained calm, his dark eyes fixed on the tactical display. The quantum platform, like hundreds of others in Earth orbit, existed slightly out of phase with normal spacetime. To Imperial sensors, this section of space was completely empty. "Let them have their moment," he said quietly. "Record everything. The galaxy should see exactly how the mighty Meridian Empire treats primitive worlds." Green energy beams lanced out from the Imperial ships, striking the lunar installation. Explosions bloomed in the airless environment, sending debris scattered across the Moon's surface. The facility, staffed only by remote-controlled androids and packed with convincing but worthless equipment, put on an excellent show of destruction. "Message incoming from Ambassador Lord Vex," Okafor announced. The Imperial diplomat's voice filled the command center, heavy with artificial regret. "Let this demonstration serve as a lesson. The Empire's patience is not infinite. You have 1 hour to surrender your hidden facilities, or we will begin targeting population centers. Patel opened a secure quantum channel to Dr. Chen on Luna Base Alpha. The Empire has made their move, exactly as predicted. How should we proceed? Sarah Chen's holographic image appeared before him, her expression determined. The Council has given authorization for Phase 4. Begin preparations, but maintain quantum shift until my signal. Across Earth's orbit, hundreds of quantum platforms silently readied their weapon systems. Each platform carried technologies the Empire had never encountered. Quantum disruption beams that could unravel the atomic bonds of their targets, dimensional shift torpedoes that could bypass any known shielding, and consciousness-linked AI systems that could react faster than any organic crew. Commander, called out Lieutenant Michael Chung from his sensor station. Imperial fleet is deploying an attack formation. They're positioning ships over major cities worldwide. Patel studied the enemy formation. The Empire's tactics were predictable, relying on overwhelming force and the assumption of technological superiority. They had no idea they were about to face weapons and defenses centuries beyond their understanding. Status report from Earth's surface installations, Okafor said. All quantum shield generators are powered and ready. Population centers can be fully protected within 2.3 seconds of activation. While the Empire threatened Earth's cities from orbit, humanity's true defensive capabilities remained hidden. Quantum shield technology could protect entire continents, rendering Imperial weapons harmless. But that was just the beginning of Earth's technological advantages. Message from Admiral Hayes, Chung announced. All subsurface fleets report ready. 900 ships awaiting dimensional shift authorization. Patel allowed himself a small smile. The Empire had brought 23 ships to conquer Earth. Humanity would respond with a fleet nearly 40 times larger, each vessel carrying technology that would make Imperial weapons look primitive in comparison. Incoming transmission, Okafor reported. Dr. Chen is initiating the final warning protocol. On every Imperial ship, screens suddenly came to life with an unexpected transmission. Dr. Sarah Chen's image appeared before them, her voice calm but carrying unmistakable authority. To the Meridian Empire forces threatening Earth, you have demonstrated your intentions with violence against an unarmed installation. We have one warning for you. Look closer. Think carefully. Leave while you can. In the Imperial flagship, Ambassador Lord Vex laughed at the warning. These primitives think they can threaten us. Begin targeting their major population centers. When their hour expires, we will show them the true meaning of power. But doubt had begun to creep into the minds of some Imperial officers. How had Earth bypassed their best communication security? Why did these primitives seem so calm in the face of overwhelming force? And why did their scans keep detecting strange energy patterns they couldn't quite identify? Multiple power signatures detected from Imperial fleet, Chang reported. They're charging weapons, preparing for full-scale assault. Patel opened a channel to all quantum platforms. All stations, final equipment check. When the Empire makes their move, we show them exactly why Earth needed only one warning. In the command center's quantum display, he could see Earth's hidden defenses ready to reveal themselves. Hundreds of platforms preparing to shift back into normal space. 900 advanced warships waiting to emerge from dimensional pockets. Quantum shield generators spinning up to protect billions of lives. The Empire had come expecting to find a primitive world, ripe for conquest. Instead, they had walked into the most carefully prepared revelation in galactic history. In less than an hour, the Meridian Empire would learn why humanity had hidden its true power for so long. Commander Patel checked the countdown timer. 45 minutes remained until the Empire's deadline expired. He opened a channel to all Earth forces. This is Commander Patel. All stations maintain quantum shift. All weapons remain passive. Let them make the first move. Then we show them humanity's real strength. The greatest technological revelation in galactic history approached. Earth's moment of emergence was at hand, and the galaxy would never be the same. Revelation Day, the hour of reckoning arrived with mathematical precision. As the Empire's deadline expired, Ambassador Lord Vex stood proudly on his flagship's bridge, preparing to teach Earth a lesson in Imperial power. He never realized he was about to become part of the greatest military miscalculation in galactic history. "Begin the assault," he commanded. "Target their primitive defense installations first, then their major cities. Show these humans the price of defiance." 23 Imperial warships oriented their main weapons toward Earth. Energy began building in their crystalline weapon arrays, preparing to deliver devastating strikes. At that exact moment, Dr. Sarah Chen sent a single quantum-encrypted command. "Execute Phase 4. The space around Earth transformed. Hundreds of quantum defense platforms suddenly shifted into normal space, appearing in a perfect defensive sphere around the planet. Before the Imperial fleet could react, 900 Earth warships emerged from dimensional pockets, their quantum cores humming with power beyond Imperial understanding. In the Atlantis Command Center, Admiral Hayes gave his first direct order. "All ships, execute containment protocol. Don't let a single Imperial vessel escape. The galaxy needs to witness this moment." Earth's response began with an elegant demonstration of technological superiority. Quantum disruption fields sprang up around each Imperial vessel, neutralizing their weapons before they could fire. Dimensional shift torpedoes bypassed their supposedly impenetrable shields, appearing directly beside their engines. "Impossible," Lord Vex shouted as his tactical display filled with enemies that hadn't existed seconds before. "Where did they? How did they?" The voice of Dr. Sarah Chen filled every Imperial command center. "We warned you to look closer. We warned you to think carefully. We warned you to leave while you could. Now witness why Earth needed only one warning." On the quantum defense platform, Commander Patel coordinated the precise dance of Earth's forces. Disable their engines first, then communications. Leave their life support and artificial gravity intact. We're teaching a lesson, not seeking revenge. Earth's ships moved with impossible precision, their AI-enhanced crews performing maneuvers that seemed to defy physics. Quantum beams precisely severed engine power conduits. Dimensional fields isolated each Imperial vessel. Within 3 minutes, the entire Imperial fleet hung powerless in space. "This is impossible," one Imperial officer whispered, staring at sensor readings his training couldn't explain. "Their technology. It's beyond anything in the Empire's archives." In Atlantis Command, Admiral Hayes opened a channel to the disabled Imperial flagship. "Ambassador Lord Vex, your fleet is neutralized. Your weapons are useless. Your shields cannot protect you. Are you prepared to discuss terms?" Vex's response crackled with fury. You deceived us. You hid your true capabilities." "Of course we did," Dr. Chen's voice replied calmly. "We've studied the Empire for decades. We knew exactly how you would react to a seemingly primitive world. Every move you made was predicted. Every action you took was planned for. This encounter's outcome was decided before your first ship entered our system. On Earth's quantum platforms, crews maintained their precise coordination. Ships held position in perfect formation, their quantum cores ready to respond to any desperate last attempts at resistance. But the Imperial fleet remained frozen, their crews struggling to comprehend how completely they had been outmaneuvered. "Send word to the Imperial capital," Commander Patel ordered. "Full sensor logs of everything that's happened here. Let the galaxy see what happens when the Empire's arrogance meets human ingenuity." The revelation of Earth's true power sent shockwaves through the Imperial fleet. Sensor officers stared in disbelief at readings that showed technology centuries beyond their understanding. Tactical officers watched helplessly as their most powerful weapons were rendered useless by defenses they couldn't comprehend. "Your empire has conquered many worlds through intimidation and superior firepower," Admiral Hayes transmitted to all Imperial ships. "Today, you learned that technological advancement can take many forms. While you focused on building bigger ships and stronger weapons, we developed technologies that make such brute force approaches obsolete." In Luna Base Alpha, Dr. Chen watched the disabled Imperial fleet with satisfaction. 50 years of preparation, of careful planning and technological development in secret, had paid off perfectly. Earth had revealed itself to the galaxy not as another conquest, but as a power that would reshape the galactic order. "Begin Phase 5, she ordered. "Prepare for diplomatic contact with the imperial capital. It's time to negotiate from a position of strength." The greatest revelation in galactic history had unfolded exactly as humanity planned. Earth's emergence onto the galactic stage wasn't just a demonstration of military power. It was a declaration that humanity had surpassed the Empire's understanding of what was possible. The age of imperial dominance was over, and a new era was about to begin. New Dawn. 1 month after Earth's revelation, the galaxy was still reeling from the implications. In the grand conference chamber of Luna Base Alpha, Dr. Sarah Chen stood before a holographic display showing real-time updates from across known space. The ripples of Earth's emergence had triggered the greatest political and technological upheaval in Imperial history. "The Imperial Senate has accepted our terms," she announced to the assembled World Defense Council. "They're withdrawing from 12 contested systems and acknowledging Earth's sovereign space extending to the Kuiper Belt." Admiral Hayes, seated at the circular quantum crystal table, nodded with satisfaction. "And their response to our technological sharing proposal?" "Exactly as predicted," Dr. Chen replied. "They're desperate to understand how we achieved quantum shifting and dimensional pocket technology. Their scientists are still trying to explain how we bypassed their best shields." The aftermath of Earth's demonstration had been carefully managed. Instead of humiliating the Empire, humanity had offered a path forward. Controlled sharing of certain technologies in exchange for fundamental changes in imperial expansion policies. It was a delicate balance of diplomacy and deterrence. Commander Paddle, recently promoted to Director of Quantum Defense Operations, brought up a new holographic display. "We're detecting significant changes in Imperial fleet movements. They're pulling back from multiple developing worlds, apparently reconsidering their traditional diplomatic approaches." "Nothing changes minds quite like discovering you're not the most advanced civilization in the sector," Council Chairman Zhang observed dryly. "Have they responded to our proposal for the Galactic Technology Exchange Program?" Dr. Chen gestured, bringing up another holographic window. "The Imperial Science Academy is practically begging to participate. But more importantly, 17 independent worlds have already applied to join. The Empire's technological monopoly is effectively over." The conference chamber's quantum displays showed the ongoing transformation. Across the galaxy, news of Earth's achievements had sparked a renaissance of scientific inquiry. The revelation that a supposedly primitive world had developed technologies centuries beyond imperial understanding had shattered long-held assumptions about technological development. "What about the imperial hardliners?" Hayes asked. "Any signs of military response?" "Some saber-rattling from certain fleet commanders," Paddle reported. "But after our demonstration, no one's seriously considering military action. Our quantum sensors have detected several attempted scans of Earth's defenses, all easily deflected." The room's atmosphere was one of controlled satisfaction. Humanity had emerged onto the galactic stage, not through conquest or intimidation, but through careful planning and technological innovation. The Empire, faced with irrefutable proof of Earth's superiority in key technologies, had been forced to reassess centuries of expansion policies. "Message from the Imperial capital," announced Lieutenant Okafor's hologram. "The Emperor himself wishes to schedule a diplomatic visit to Earth." Dr. Chen allowed herself a small smile. "Inform Imperial protocols that we'll be happy to receive Emperor Valen. I'm sure he'll find our quantum transportation system more comfortable than their traditional space vessels." The implications were clear. Earth wasn't just revealing its advancement. It was reshaping the fundamental dynamics of galactic civilization. The Empire's reflexive resort to military force was being replaced by a new appreciation for technological innovation and diplomatic cooperation. "Begin Phase 6 implementation," Chairman Zhang ordered. "It's time to show the galaxy that Earth's emergence isn't just about military technology." Dr. Chen, proceed with the public revelation of our medical quantum regeneration systems. The announcement of Earth's advanced medical technology would create another shockwave through galactic society. The ability to heal injuries and cure diseases at the quantum level would save billions of lives across known space. It was another carefully planned revelation, demonstrating that humanity's advancement wasn't focused solely on defensive capabilities. Admiral Hayes, Jean continued, prepare the first joint training exercises with reformed Imperial fleet elements. Show them exactly how much they can learn from cooperation rather than conquest. In orbit, Earth's quantum defense platforms maintained their vigilant watch, now visible to all. The 900 ships of humanity's fleet had resumed their dimensional shift protocols, ready to emerge at a moment's notice. But their presence was no longer a secret. It was a reminder that the galaxy's balance of power had fundamentally changed. Final reports from the Imperial fleet we disabled, Patel added. After experiencing our quantum technology firsthand, 60% of their crew have applied to join our technical exchange program. Even Ambassador Lord Vex has requested permission to study Earth's diplomatic archives. Dr. Chen turned to face the assembled council, her expression serious. This is just the beginning. For 50 years, we prepared in secret, developing technologies that the Empire never imagined possible. Now we can guide the galaxy toward a future where advancement comes through innovation and cooperation, not conquest and subjugation. As the council session concluded, the quantum displays showed countless updates from across known space. The revelation of Earth's true power had sparked a new age of galactic development. Humanity had emerged not just as a powerful civilization, but as a catalyst for fundamental change. The Empire's greatest miscalculation had become the galaxy's greatest opportunity. Earth had revealed itself not to dominate, but to elevate, to show that true power comes not from the ability to conquer, but from the wisdom to advance civilization itself. In the depths of Luna Base Alpha, Dr. Sarah Chen looked out at the Earth shining below, its quantum shield network invisible but ever-present. Humanity's long preparation had paid off perfectly. The age of imperial dominance was over. The age of human innovation had begun.